to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Bucky Irving now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the production he's shown. Massive new career best a season ago with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns. These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Irving on the inside give. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Once again, Irving. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success. You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, Stroud. Caught by Collins on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Stroud. Throw finding his back. Mixon. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, ball at the 36. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Tries one back across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Baker now from the gun. Big gain downfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing, Baker. Setting up the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 17. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now it's Stroud. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Devontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now it's a bootleg for him. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To the air, Stroud. That's caught. This is Kirk. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down and goal to go.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
To Joe Mixon.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try and field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This one from 42 yards out. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. On the give, this is Irving. Has a lane past the 45. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Baker. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down, looking to throw, Mayfield. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Offense to the line for second down. Motion man sent left. Trying again following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on third down. Down the field, Evans has it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's a gain of 20.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown.
Irving, the ball carrier.
The Buccaneers
Touchdown,
now lead by
Tampa
10.
Bay.
Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11.
14, Texans 3.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Barrios now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. On play action, here's Stroud. He takes it himself. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
At the 27-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 27. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Complete to Dalton
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. Short pickup to their own 31. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Baker now off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's the give to Irving. Juke the defender. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Kalen Bullock. It's a gain of 17 yards.
And yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
First down throw here, Mayfield. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass, here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Brought in left side by Godwin. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
And it brings up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Mayfield looking to throw on this 3rd and 1. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A loss of 9
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. They'll run here following the penalty. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Right back to Irving now. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 3-possession game. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 18.
21, Texans 3. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Barrios now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Tommy Townsend on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Handoff headed right. Irving jukes one defender, and that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He was tackled.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down at the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run this with Irving. Has some space inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
Irving does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
A loss of 3.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Mayfield now from the gun. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play, got on top of that one for the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Ooh, we get to about 9 on this one, and maybe a little momentum as well to consider going for it now on 4th down.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corralling behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go, it's Mayfield. And they will score, it's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create, and what a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead.
Texans 3.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Berrios now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Stroud. That's back-to-back for Dell. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. To the air, Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here's Stroud again. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Running back sent in motion. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans who have it, 2nd and 9. Now it's Stroud. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half.
Touchdown,
Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans make it an 18-point game.
Buccaneers 28, Texans 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Irving. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. They send a receiver in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. It's Ibuka on the slant. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Emeka Ibuka. It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. It's a design boot. Now a hit, and Mayfield loses the ball. But it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play, got on top of that one for the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Hits his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, Mayfield. He's running for it. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Damian Pierce now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the gun, Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from the 41. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 38. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Running it with Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Mixon on the carry.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 19. That's caught at the 4. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game.
31. Texans 17.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Irving on the inside give. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing the out route complete. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Pass complete to number 13, Mike Evans. A gain of 14. First down, Tampa Bay.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41. Going with Irving here. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. He's running with it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
To the 48-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And
you know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They give to Irving, left side. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Baker to throw. Short pass brought in. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now here's Mayfield. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That pass complete to Irving. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Mayfield to throw again. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On fourth down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Barrios now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They've got a man in motion. First and 10, a run to Mixon. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 27-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
27 yards. And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Quick slant here to Kirk. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. This is Mixon. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Stroud from the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Chubb here on first down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Yaya Diaby on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Stroud's going to throw for it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Stroud. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing again, it's Stroud. The back's got it. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
At the 1-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Chubb finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Touchdown.
It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10.
Buccaneers 34, Texans 24.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Irving. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Bucks to the line, 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the give, this is Irving. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
38-yard line.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness, the pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. It's Abuka on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. On the move, past the 40. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's the give to Irving. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing, Baker. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Oh, he lost the football! And the Texans have recovered it!
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both, so just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Now a carry by Irving. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
A loss of 3.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Barrios now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Into the hands of Dell. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw by Stroud. That's back-to-back for Dell. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On the carry, this is Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. Still has room inside the 15. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They give inside to Chung. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
At the line of scrimmage.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans get it back to within 6.
37, Texans 31.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return.
The Buccaneers, then receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Now it's Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Evans brings in the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Mike Evans.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down, ball at the 36. Carry here for Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Once again, Irving. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Baker now. Got a man. This is Evans. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 26 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Irving on the inside give. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Brought down back at the
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
2nd and 13. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Here's Baker to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Barrios now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. On the ground again with Mixon. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 47. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Dumping it off here to Mixon. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans at a 2-score deficit. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 19. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Here he is to throw. Into traffic, complete. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
A gain of 5.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll run this with Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And the Buccaneers get that 1st down. And that should be enough to start the celebration and earn them this win.
It's a gain of 17
Houston calls
yards.
it 2nd timeout.
1st down.
And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
This is one of those times, Kate, where I got to put my glasses on up in the booth and realize the line between receiver and tight end is so easily blurred. Why? Because this guy can run. He showed it before the catch with a great route, and he showed it even more so with the yards after catch.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.